watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station. Live from the Germantown Civic Club Complex, it's the largest arts and crafts festival in the Mid-South. Delectable food, exciting entertainment, amazing arts and crafts, and the always popular weenie races. See it all during GHS-TV's coverage of the 50th Annual Germantown Festival. And now, here are your hosts, Caden Bolton and Maria Strickland.
Hello, and welcome to GHS-TV's coverage of the 50th Annual Germantown Festival. I'm Maria Strickland.
And I'm Caden Bolton. It's been a gorgeous weekend here at Germantown Civic Club Complex as we celebrate the festival's golden birthday. It's also GHS-TV's 40th anniversary of covering this popular festival.
What started as a few tents on the side of Popper Pike, the Germantown Festival has grown into one of Mid-South's largest events, hosting more than 400 local and regional artists and craftsmen.
You can find just about anything here, from jewelry, pottery, and woodwork to handcrafted garments, fabrics, and accessories. Tens of thousands of people come out to the festival every year. But if you can't make it, GHS-TV has your all-access pass.
Our team of reporters are spread out across the grounds to give you a better look at this family-friendly event.
Thousands of people have sold their homemade goods over the Germantown Festival's 50-year history. I'm Mary Davenport, and I'm going to track down the oldest and newest artisans.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I came for the food. I'm Tyler Curry, and today I'll be searching the grounds for the best lunch, dinner, and more.
I'm Lynette Davis, and I will be talking with the person who has made this festival possible, as well as showing off the most popular events here, the running of the Weenies race and the car show.
Every year, more than 50,000 people descend on the Germantown Festival. I'm Caitlin Bradley, and I'll introduce you to a few faces of the festival.
Thanks, guys. We can't wait to see everything you found.
All this fun goes to some wonderful causes. Volunteers from civic and nonprofit organizations work the grounds to raise money and awareness. Some of those volunteers will be featured on today's show.
Here at the festival, artisans take pride in their handmade goods. I mean, the quality of a true handmade item just can't be beat. GHS-TV reporter Mary Davenport is with an artisan now.
Thanks, Maria and Caden. I'm here with Park Noise of Earth Jewels, who's had a tent out here for 17 years. Hello.
Hello there.
So, tell us about your jewels, Earth Jewels.
Well, everybody likes them, and everything comes from the earth, so it's real. It's not reproduction or anything. And as you can see how people come in off and on all day.
So, what is your most popular jewelry piece?
Well, right now it's the bracelets, and they're all handmade, and everybody just likes them.
How do you make your jewelry and other products?
Well, most of the products, I used to do a whole lot of this, but not as much as I used to. But my best work is with a pickaxe and shovel. We do most of our collecting on the Mississippi River.
What do you think draws people to your shop?
Everybody loves this. Everyone thinks there's metaphysical powers to this, and I can't argue. Just look at the crowds we've had all day.
And what makes your shop different than other ones?
Our prices and our customer service, because we halfway know what we're doing.
How did you start your business?
I've been collecting since I was 8 years old. And so I had so much material, and somebody said, well, why don't you try to sell some of your product? And it took off from there. We started with one 8-foot table, and we can put out, you see what we've got.
And what inspires you to keep going?
I love it. It's my passion. I help people.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Noise, for sharing
you.
your beautiful jewelry with us.
Well, thank you.
And good luck with your sales.
Thank you.
Maria, Caden, back to you.
Thanks, Mary. Remember, you can buy items like what you just saw here at the Germantown Festival until 6 p.m. tonight.
The moment you step onto the grounds, your nose is filled with the delicious smells coming from all the food vendors. You can easily eat all your meals out here, and that's the assignment we gave to reporter Tyler Curry.
Hey guys, on a hot day like this, there's no better way to cool off than with a snow cone. Kiwanis Club of Germantown is here selling their snow cones today. Here with me is Don I. So, what's the most popular flavor on your menu?
Well, it's blue raspberry. That seems to be the most popular. But they'll mix, sometimes we'll put a cherry on top because we have a cherry flavor, but blue raspberry goes fast.
And
So-
why did your organization get into making snow cones?
Well, first off, it's not expensive to get geared up with it, and the little kids like the snow cone feel. They get the spoon in there with the ice and everything, and so it just seems to be the thing to do when the weather's hot. Now, we normally would have hot dogs and stuff, but that gets more involved, and so the snow cones is pretty simple. We have two snow cone machines. I get the kids from the key clubs with the high schools come in and make the cones. And they're working for volunteer time, not money. But they will get the money, proceeds, all of it goes to them. And so they have a key club, which is just like a Germantown Kiwanis club, except it's younger. And so we have K Kids, Builders Club, and Key Clubs, and Circle K in college. So we do that just to support them.
And how long have you been at the Germantown Festival? And how have things changed?
Well, I got here in '87, and so I've been here ever since. Because I joined the Kiwanis shortly after that, like '91, and ever since then I've been visiting, been here working.
And folks, remember to stop by Kiwanis Club and have a taste of their delicious snow cones. Back to you, Kane and Maria.
Maria, that food looks so good. I just can't wait to see what Tyler finds for lunch.
You know, the Germantown Festival is truly a family event. Parents bring their kids who then bring their own kids, and the cycle has continued for a half century. So in celebration of the festival's 50th anniversary, Lynette Davis is putting a spotlight on people and events that are staples here.
The Germantown Festival wouldn't have made its 50th anniversary year mark without its coordinator, Melba Fristick. She's here with me now.
Hello.
It's great to have you here, Miss Fristick.
Thanks for having us. This is so much fun.
What does it mean to you that this festival has reached this milestone?
Well, this is a community event that has just developed a life of its own. And I love the fact that that has happened. Community still comes together. I just ran into some grade school friends of mine that I haven't seen in years. It's just a building process that has taken on its own life now.
What do you think draws people to come back to the festival every year?
Well, as my grade school friends said, I just want to see what's here every year. They had a small bag, they were going to buy lunch, and they were completely happy. But everyone wants to come and see what's new this year.
Looking back on all 50 years, what are you most proud of?
Well, I think the fact that we have grown this big. When I first started, the F area over here, Franklin Park, was empty. This area was empty. Everything took place in the woods, and there were only about 35 booths and maybe 2 or 3 food stands. And from the time in the early 90s, or early 80s, I think, when this started, here we are.
Do you have a favorite memory from the past festivals?
When the weenie race first started, that was so much fun. We had been designated by Memphis in May as the suburb that would sponsor the German events. And we had a German mayor come over with the contingent, and they thought we should have a weenie race. So we do. But that's the best one.
Would you like to say anything to the viewers and festival goers out there?
Come on out. This is so much fun. There's room to walk. No one's in a rush. You can take your time. Help the charity vendors out here that sell food and have some fun.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today and the dedication that you've put into making this festival one of the most popular events in the area. Kaden and Maria, back to you.
What a fascinating interview with someone who's been here from the very beginning.
Yes, Miss Fristick is truly one of a kind, but what has really made the Germantown Festival a success for 50 years are the people who come year after year. Reporter Caitlin Brownlee talked to some of them in our Faces of the Festival.
Every year, more than 50,000 people descend on the Germantown Festival. I'm Caitlin Brownlee, and I'll introduce you to a few faces of the festival. Today, I'm here with Amelia and Emma Grace, and we're going to ask them some questions about the festival. How are y'all?
Good.
Nice to meet you all. What is your favorite aspect about the festival?
I like that
like there's tents everywhere and everyone gets to go to like different spots and see what you can get at Germantown, and like it gives you like better ideas of what Germantown has for it.
Okay. And how long have y'all been attending the festival?
I've been going for a couple years because my mom is a business owner, so we've been coming for a couple years.
Okay. And what event were you looking most forward to this year?
Probably the slides.
The slides? All right. Well, I'd like to thank you all for interviewing with me today. And they're enjoying the festival, and we hope you do too. Back to you, Kaden and Maria.
Thanks, Caitlin. Speaking of people who come year after year, GHS-TV has covered the Germantown Festival for 40 years. In fact, it was the very first show we ever did.
Frank Bluestein and George Walters hosted the show, while students David Bryant, Chris Parnell, and Eric Scott reported from the festival. Here's a quick look back at our festival coverage through the decades.
You are watching Cable Channel 7, Germantown Community Television.
Hi, we're back here live at Germantown Cablevision in our studios located in our head end at the corner of Germantown Road and Old Poplar Pike.
Hi, we're out here with the clown from the Germantown United Methodist Gummy Chums.
It's all run so smoothly, and I can't help but think and go back to the beginning of when the concept was thought about having a studio at the school, and I think a lot of people thought that some of us that perceived that were nuts. But to see the quality of what's happened and what's happened in the past, I wasn't surprised maybe, but now sitting here talking and being involved here in a much different basis than I have before, I'm just astounded, absolutely astounded. And I think your young people and you and the school and everybody involved, just a heartwarming thank you from not the Cablevision company, but from a resident of Germantown.
At this time, we're going to go back outside and visit with Chris Parnell, who I understand has an interview lined up for us out in front of our studios. Chris?
Hello, you're back on the street again with Chris Parnell. Alongside me, I have Deborah Parrish of Germantown Cablevision.
For the last decade, GHS-TV has brought you live coverage of the Germantown Festival. Through the years, we've seen lots of changes. This afternoon marks the beginning of a new decade for GHS-TV and the 21st year for the Annual Germantown Festival. So sit back and relax as GHS-TV presents the 21st Annual Germantown Festival live from C.O. Franklin Park in Germantown.
Hello, and welcome to GHS-TV's live coverage of the 21st Annual Germantown Festival. I'm BJ Odie, along with Ashley Siegfried, and we'll be your host throughout the next 3 hours.
Welcome to GHS-TV's live coverage of the 23rd Annual Germantown Festival. Cablecast live from C.O. Franklin Morgan Woods Park in Germantown. Here are your hosts, Ashley Trevathan and Amy Gall. Welcome to GHS-TV's live coverage of the 24th Annual Germantown Festival. Cablecast live from C.O. Franklin Morgan Woods Park in Germantown. Now here are your hosts, Anna Godwin and Julie Clement.
Welcome to GHS-TV's coverage of the 24th Annual Germantown Festival. I'm Anna Godwin.
And I'm Julie Clement.
Now, here are your hosts, Jackie Krimmel and Jeff White.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to our coverage of this year's festival.
It's Germantown Community Television's live coverage of the 42nd Annual Germantown Festival, the largest arts and crafts festival in the Mid-South. And now, here are your hosts, Madison Arthur and Justin Rowland.
Welcome to Germantown Community Television's live coverage of the 42nd Annual Germantown Festival. I'm Justin Rowland.
And I'm Madison Arthur.
Live from the Germantown Civic Club Complex in the heart of Old Germantown, it's the 44th Annual Germantown Festival, the largest arts and crafts festival in the Mid-South. Now, here are your hosts, Raneem Imam and Brian Scott.
Hello, and welcome to GHS-TV's live coverage of the 44th Annual Germantown Festival.
Who needs big fancy retail stores when you have the Germantown Festival? I'm Rachel Christopherson, and I'll show you amazing products to redecorate your home inside and out. That was really cool to see all the people who came before us.
We are just getting started with our coverage of the Germantown Festival.
We've got more sights and sounds from the festival, so stick around. You're watching GHS-TV.
Cut to one and cue talent.
Well, the Fine Arts Department was founded in the 1970s by Frank Bluestein. He started with a small room, and in it was a trunk and a few props. And over the years, it's evolved into one of the greatest theater departments in the country.
Everybody, 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 cut, foot, loose.
I think it offers a great place to learn about yourself.
When folks are tribal, back before the Bible, they were liable to dance when the crops.
The GHS Fine Arts Department is composed of 6 different disciplines, including instrumental music, which is both band and the strings or orchestra.
My belief is that band is the life of the school. If the band's not fun, the school's not fun.
There's choral music with a variety of different levels for our students, from women's choir, an a cappella group. We also have upper level choral programs.
So choir is an excellent opportunity for you to engage in the music making process and to create relationships and bonds with your fellow classmates.
I want it that way. I want it that way.
We have our theater program, which includes acting and tech theater.
It'll teach you how to be a better communicator, it'll teach you how to work with people better, and it'll teach you how to get outside your comfort zone.
We have GHS-TV and the intro classes that go into GHS-TV, Film and Video 1 and Film and Video 2.
You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Welcome to GHS Insider, the show that's all about the G.
So GHS-TV tries to model a real working station. It's a rigorous class that demands a lot from students.
At times you are going to be thrown into the fire to where you're just going to have to figure it out yourself.
And we have a visual arts program that goes up into AP courses and also includes IB level.
I think the arts are really important because they provide students with that safe space. They provide them a space where they can express themselves, they can be who they really want to be.
One of the unique things about the Germantown Fine Arts Department is that all of the teachers that are teaching the various classes in the 6 disciplines have real world life experience in what they're teaching. So it's not as if they've gone to school to educate themselves on how to educate people about that subject, but they actually have lived and breathed the thing that they're teaching the students.
Our teachers will give us how to start, but then we're left to make up the whole entire process.
It just seems to me it's not enough space in the beginning. If it's not, let's figure out what we can do.
We have a foundation that helps support bringing guest artists in to instruct our students so they have more opportunities. We also offer scholarships for our seniors. The goal of the Fine Arts Department for some students is to offer their fine arts credit that they need to graduate in the state of Tennessee. But what we have found across the board is the ultimate goal is to prepare students for life beyond high school. And the arts is so important for a well-rounded student, but also students who go through our program, it's demanding, and they are able to get a lot of life skills that they need to be successful upon graduation.
The specificity of what is taught and required to be learned here in this department is so particular that they're going away with abilities and skills that other schools aren't teaching.
So the optional program at Germantown High School is the Creative and Performing Arts program. CAPA is what we affectionately call it. And this allows students to apply to attend Germantown even if they're not zoned for Germantown. So if they have an interest in spending 4 years studying one of our 6 disciplines, band, orchestra, choral music, visual art, film and video, or theater, they can apply and audition to become a part of our program.
For more information about the Kappa program, visit ghskappa.com or call 755-7775. You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station. Live from the Germantown Civic Club Complex, it's the largest arts and crafts festival in the Mid-South. Delectable food, exciting entertainment, amazing arts and crafts, and the always popular weenie races. See it all during GHS-TV's coverage of the 50th Annual Germantown Festival. And now, here are your hosts, Caden Bolton and Maria Strickland.
Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to GHS-TV's coverage of the 2023 Germantown Festival. If you are just now joining us, I'm Caden Bolton, and this is my co-host, Maria Strickland.
Today, we are giving you an exclusive tour around the festival without ever having to leave your seat. But there's still plenty of time left to come out to the festival grounds at the Germantown Civic Club Complex. The festival is open until 6 p.m. tonight.
It's time to check in with reporter Mary Davenport, who is introducing us to some of the festival's artisans.
Hey guys, I've been looking around the festival and I've found some adorable goats that specialize in relaxation. Here with us is Colin, one of our newest vendors here. Hi Colin.
Hello.
How long have you been coming to the festival?
So this is our second year at the festival. We started last year and it was a learning trial. Well, we really enjoyed it and had a lot of people visit us, so this is our second season here.
Tell us about 901 Goats.
So 901 Goats turned out we were a breeding operation that we started in 2010, and then around the winter of 2020, 2021, we decided to do events. It was kind of a COVID-started business, and it turned into people looking for something to take their minds off of everything going on, and so we started offering goat snuggles and birthday parties and events like this.
So is that why you and your wife started the business?
Yes, we were actually looking for something different to do in our lives, and we soon realized that there wasn't a lot in the Memphis area that offered this kind of activity, and so we felt like we were just drawn to do this, and we've been doing it ever since.
Do you have a favorite goat?
So she's not here today, but Anastasia, she's my favorite goat. She's a La Mancha mix, and if you look into La Manchas at all, they're really sweet, really personable animals, and they tend to bond to someone. She's my girl.
Is this the only space you'll have your goats? Where can people find you outside of the festival?
So if you look at 901goats.com, we put all our events, and we do events at the ranch. We do traveling birthday parties, Overton Park Shell, Shelby Farms, and so we get around all over the place.
Well, thank you so much, Colin. We hope to see you and your goats next year.
All right, thank you.
Maria, Caden, back to you.
Thanks, Mary. We'll see her one more time before the show is over.
Food is synonymous with festivals. Reporter Tyler Curry is back with another tasty treat.
Maria, Caden, there's nothing like a good lunch after walking around these festival grounds for a couple of hours. I was lucky to find Boy Troop Scout number 74 here selling the perfect thing for a midday meal. Chuck Malloy?
Chuck Lloyd, sorry.
So, what are you selling here today?
We sell a Philly cheesesteak sandwich and fried dill pickles.
And how do you make your Philly cheesesteak?
So our Philly cheesesteak is made from steak, a good cut round steak that's cooked in the back, and along with peppers and onions, and then assembled with fresh provolone cheese and a mayonnaise-covered bun.
And are you guys doing this solely to raise money or to get a badge?
So it is solely to raise money for the troop. It is our one fundraiser a year for Troop 74 out of Our Lady of Perpetual Help here in Germantown.
And how long has this troop been a food vendor at the festival?
We have been here since 1992. Before you were born, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And where does the money go?
So the money goes to fund the troop for mostly equipment, tents and cooking gear, We have a trailer for the troop, so there's tires, durable things that we utilize through the year.
Well, Mr. Lloyd, thank you for giving us some of your time and good food. And stop by Boy Scout Troop number 74 and taste some of their mouth-watering Philly cheesesteak.
Wow, that looked delicious, Caden. We'll check back in with Tyler shortly.
The auto show here at Germantown Festival features new and classic cars from local car clubs and dealerships. Reporter Lynette Davis has more on this attraction that is a perennial favorite.
One of the staples here at the Germantown Festival is the car show. I'm with Tom Wilson, the organizer of this exciting event.
Well, it's very good to have you out here today.
Thank you, you too. This is one of the oldest exhibits at the festival. How long have you been involved in the car show?
Well, I've been involved in the car show itself probably for about 15 to 20 years. And we've had more dealers than we currently have. But a lot of the dealers are complaining that they don't know what they have to sell.
Why a car show at an arts and crafts festival?
Well, because it gives an opportunity for the dealers to put their cars in the midst of the population that can best afford them.
So what cars do you have out here today?
Well, we have participation with Landers Ford here, with Volvo of Memphis and Suzuki of Memphis, and then we have the last company is actually out of Olive Branch, and they've come to be able to show their cars here.
Can people buy the cars showing out here today?
Well, these cars are for sale. I know in the past we've had occasional participation with some car clubs whose cars may or may not be up for sale, but that's not the point of showing them. It's to get congratulations and have a good welcome.
Since this is the 50th anniversary year of the Germantown Festival, what does this festival mean to you?
Well, it's meant a lot to me for many years because one of the things we strive very hard for is to make sure that families can come out and choose what they want to spend, if they want to spend, because it's free. And we even have free transportation at 2 locations where you can park for free and be bussed in.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today.
I'm very happy to do it. Hope you have a great day.
You too, thank you. Caden and Maria, back to you.
That was another great interview, Lynette.
It's time to meet some more faces of the festival. Reporter Caitlin Brownlee is with them now. Hey, Caitlin.
As I'm making my way around the festival, I've come across another family. How are y'all?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, and what's your favorite aspect about the festival?
Watching the people, eating the food, and shopping.
Shopping. What's your favorite event?
Well, I think I just named them. I mean, we don't really...
With her, shopping. Shopping.
Okay. And how long have you been coming to the festival?
For about 17 years or so. We haven't been to that many, but it's probably the best and the biggest one we've ever been to. We live in Collierville. We don't have anything this big. And we've been to one in Bartlett, right?
Bartlett was pretty good size. This is much bigger.
This is the biggest, and it's got the most stuff. We've never done the rides. We don't have kids, so we've never done the rides, but we like to eat and drink and shop.
Thank you for interviewing with me today.
Oh, you're so very welcome.
Back to you, Caden and Maria.
Thanks, Caitlin. Caden, I've been to the Germantown Festival many times, but I've actually never taken the time to just relax and truly enjoy the festival.
Well, Maria, there's so much you can do here, but the festival wouldn't be the same without the support of the city of Germantown itself. It's amazing to see all the work and time that is put into making sure that the festival is bigger and better each year.
We have to take a short break, but you're going to want to stick around. We'll have more from our field reporters who are out on the ground scoping out the best food, vendors, and entertainment.
You're watching coverage of the 50th Germantown Festival on GHS-TV.
You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
I'm your moderator, Brandon Sewell, coming to you live from the campus of Germantown High School.
So GHS-TV tries to model a real working station.
I really thought it was cool when I first started studio and all the opportunities that it was able to provide for me.
That would be 36 out of 36. It's a rigorous class that demands a lot from students.
At times you are going to be thrown into the fire to where you're just going to have to figure it out yourself.
Which is really
great because then we gain more knowledge. Our teachers will give us how to start, but then we're left to make up the whole entire process.
It just seems to me it's not enough space in the beginning. If it's not, let's figure out what we can do.
They can be a producer, they can be a director, they can work graphics and learn audio, they can go out and shoot field reports.
Akila, back to you.
And it's a challenge to throw them into the environment and say, here's a camera, go out and record this interview and some B-roll. But those are the challenges that grow students to do bigger projects.
Welcome to Red Devil Newsbeat.
In GHS-TV, we have a variety of shows. We have Crosstalk.
Hello and welcome to a new season of GHS-TV's award-winning talk show, Crosstalk.
We have Insider, which is all about Germantown.
Welcome to GHS Insider, the show that's all about the G.
Cut to One and Q Talent.
Wake up, Germantown. It's Wednesday, April 5th. I'm Colin Ewing.
Some things that I've learned from this class is that how to work as a team.
We learn how to communicate better with people.
Something I'll take with me from in the future is their slogan, check, double check, and check again.
There's so many different things you can do here. I would say take risks. Push yourself further than you think you can go, and we will help guide you there.
Go Red Devils!
When you're an adult, you need to grab a bow and arrow.
Theater prepares students in a lot of different ways.
I think it offers a great place to learn about yourself.
When you're an adult.
It'll teach you how to be a better communicator. It'll teach you how to work with people better. And it'll teach you how to get outside your comfort zone.
You have to be disciplined. You have to get your work done. So I think it's a really important lesson that I've learned.
Art in society is horrible.
So we offer Intro to Theater, which is a very, obviously a beginner's class. We offer Acting 1, which is a class where we really focus on the techniques in acting.
We're talking about you.
We offer Technical Theater, which is all the behind the scenes stuff such as lighting, sound, set building, construction, things like that. And then we also offer Speech, which is a class where you learn how to give informative speeches. You also learn how to communicate interpersonally and intrapersonally.
Thomas Jefferson once stated that all men are created equal.
I think what makes us unique is we hold ourselves to a certain standard and we don't drop below that standard.
When folks are tribal, back before the Bible, they were liable to dance when the crops.
The talent that's here at the school is just so impressive, and it's so exciting to see the students not only work on the stage but behind the scenes.
Just the moon.
It is hard work, yes, but it also is fun and enjoyable.
Challenge!
The specificity of what is taught and required to be learned here in this department is so particular that they're going away with abilities and skills that other schools aren't teaching.
For more information about the Kappa program, visit ghskappa.com or call 755-7775. You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station. Live from the Germantown Civic Club Complex, it's the largest arts and crafts festival in the Mid-South. Delectable food, exciting entertainment, amazing arts and crafts, and the always popular weenie races. See it all during GHS-TV's coverage of the 50th Annual Germantown Festival. And now, here are your hosts, Caden Bolton and Maria Strickland.
Welcome back to GHS-TV's coverage of the 50th Annual Germantown Festival. If you're just tuning in, I'm Maria Strickland.
And I'm Caden Bolton. We have been on air since 2 p.m. giving you the sights and sounds of the Germantown Festival. Reporter Tyler Curry has had the really difficult assignment today of finding the best festival food. Tyler is back with one more meal. What you got for us, Tyler?
Well, our day is coming to an end, and what a better way to end your day than with a slice of pizza with the Germantown Lions Club. With me today is Amy Dusterhouse.
Very good. Yes, hi.
Well, how many years has the Lions Club participated at the Germantown Festival?
We have been selling pizza here for about 10 years, but prior to that, we've participated for a long time. We used to do ice screenings here at the festival.
And how has the festival benefited your organization?
It helps to get our name out in the community that there is a Lions Club here locally in Germantown, and we just get to meet all kinds of exciting, fun people here at the festival and have a good time.
And how did the partnership with Domino's start?
The partnership with Domino's started, each food vendor is required to have a nonprofit as a partner with them, and Domino's reached out to us to ask if we would like to partner with them.
So, can you tell us about your organization?
Sure. The Lions Club's mission is vision related, so we do a lot to help the sight and also hearing here in the community. We provide eyeglasses, eye screenings, hearing aids to those who can't afford them.
And if people want to support the Lions Club, how can they do that?
One of the biggest ways to support us is in November through January with our annual pecan sales. We have pecans for sale locally in the area. They can check out our Facebook page and we can tell you where they are. They can reach out and we can help there.
That's it for me. Caden and Maria?
Thanks, Tyler. I can't wait to try some of the food you found today.
You can't come to the Germantown Festival without experiencing its one-of-a-kind event, the running of the weenies. Lynette was at the event and has more on this popular tradition.
Thanks, guys. Right now, I'm here with Casey Herrera, the Senior Animal Control Officer of the Running of the Weenies race. Hello, Casey.
Hello.
This is the highlight of the weekend. How did this idea come about all those years ago?
That's a good question. So dachshunds are actually kind of considered to be Germantown's official dog. So many years ago, they just decided why not put them up against each other and see how they would fare in a race, and it became a tradition.
About how many dogs participate every year?
So unfortunately, the pre-COVID numbers were a lot higher. We used to have some odd, like 80-ish dogs. This year, unfortunately, was lower, but we still had 35 this year.
What do the judges look for when selecting the winner of the costume contest?
We look for creativity, we look for craftsmanship, and we look for just overall fun between the owner and the dog.
What has been your favorite costume out of all of the dogs you've seen throughout the years?
We've had so many good costumes, but I'm going to focus on this year's because we had some really good ones this year. And our winner was a little fisherman, and he was so cute. They made him a little boat. That was wonderful.
Why do you think the running of the weenies race attracts so many people every year?
You know, dachshunds are just so lovable, little wiener dogs. We all love to see them, and it's just, you can't get around those little short legs just running down the aisle. It's awesome. Everyone loves it.
The proceeds from today's race go to the Germantown Animal Shelter. How will you use the money?
So I'm glad that you asked that because we don't only sponsor the Germantown Animal Shelter where we are, but we also sponsor the winner's charity of choice. So for this race, Kappa Delta will also be getting some donations, but the Germantown Animal Shelter does also get those donations, and we put that back into the community by helping dogs and cats.
What impact has this race made on this wonderful 50th anniversary year of the Germantown Festival?
You know, I think if you were lucky enough to be here and be in the stands, you would see that it just brought a lot of people together, made a lot of people happy, and gave everybody something to look forward to.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Kaden and Maria, back to you guys.
Thanks, Lynette. Man, those puppies were adorable.
They were. The festival has constantly changed over the years, and that's thanks to people coming from all over the Mid-South to make the Germantown Festival a living tradition in the city. Let's get a final look at some of the faces of the festival from our reporter, Caitlin Brownlee. Hey, Caitlin.
Hey guys, I'm back at the festival, and I'm here to meet more faces of the festival. How are y'all?
We're good. How are you?
I'm good. How long have you been coming to the festival?
This is our second time.
Second year.
Second year.
And have you seen anything different about the festival this year?
Yeah, more food vendors are here this year.
More food vendors, more people, and seems like a lot more tents too. So
yeah,
it's way bigger than last year. Okay. And what event were y'all looking most forward to?
Just visiting all the vendor booths, just seeing what different merchandise they had this year.
And have you been enjoying the festival today?
We have.
Yes, it's been great. The weather's been great.
Yes.
Right now we're trying to find food, so we did all the walking around. So
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me interview you all.
Thank you. Thank you for asking us.
Well, the Germantown Festival has been around for 50 years and looking forward to 50 more. Back to you, Kaden and Maria.
Thanks, Caitlin. With that, we've come to the end of GHS-TV's coverage of the 50th Annual Germantown Festival.
We hope you enjoyed the festival as much as we did. Let's send it out to our field reporters one last time. Hey, everyone.
Well, I've had the absolute pleasure of getting to know many artisans, new to old, here at the festival. I hope to continue to see more amazing artisans next year.
Well, I had a great time today. I met some good people and I had even better food. I had an amazing time today and I can't wait for next year.
Watching those dogs run to the finish line was so exciting. I can't wait to come back to the festival for next year.
Well, I've had fun meeting all kinds of people out here today. It's always great to see families and friends enjoying the event.
Thank you to our reporters for showing us all the fun things that went on today at the festival. We got an inside look that can't be found anywhere else but right here at GHS-TV.
If you enjoyed today's student-produced show, we invite you to watch our many other productions throughout the year. We stream 24 hours a day and offer a video archive at ghstv.org.
You can also find our content on C17, Comcast Memphis, and on our YouTube channel. And don't forget, you can keep up with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
From all of us here at GHS-TV, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next year at the Germantown Festival.